kids. Fuck the kids? Yeah.
When I say, who's the master? You say,
What is up, people? Shownuff the King here, back with another video, and today I am bringing you my review of the Fan First Friday for G.I. Joe. As everybody knows, we are in the 40th anniversary for G.I. Joe, so Hasbro promised us a spectacular event. And for the most part, I would say it was mid-tier at best. Now, again, I don't have anything negative to say from it. I definitely like the reveals, but I definitely think it was. I would be lying if I would say it wasn't a little lackluster, but for good reason. But we're going to talk about all that. But before I get started, just make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. If you are new here, if you are currently a subscriber, just make sure that you hit that like button. It definitely helps the algorithm get my content out more to the people. I am close to hitting my 2,000 subscriber goal, so you guys are a big help, and I do appreciate everything that you guys are doing for the channel. All right, so now I will say that as far as like G.I. Joe news has been concerning, I'm not one of those news people, and again, not saying that you have to do this. I personally don't like to report on every little single tiny little bit of information when it comes to G.I. Joe Classified or the vintage line. Like, and what I mean by that is there's a lot of times where certain news information will hit about UPC codes, about code names and things of that nature. I typically don't report on those just because to me I don't like to talk about speculation in regards to like what does that code name mean. I like to just kind of focus on if things leak, like if there's like a leak image or something to that effect, then I'll cover it. So I just want to let you guys know that's kind of why I haven't been covering G.I. Joe on a regular basis. Today was the first real substantive release information that we've gotten. Now with that, I can go ahead and I can confidently say that sometimes it's actually better to not be spoiled, because if you are spoiled sometimes when they actually do start announcing things at these events, you don't actually feel anything. It's kind of like, oh yeah, I've already saw that. I've already got leaks about that, so you're not excited. So a lot of times I'll purposefully ignore some of the sites and what they're talking about, so that when Hasbro does these events, that it can actually get me excited. So there were some things that I was spoiled on, but there were some things in here that were genuinely surprising. And so one thing that I already knew about, we have the first digital renders of Tomax and Xamot. Again, these guys are looking pretty good. I don't have any issues. I'm liking the fact that they stuck with the classic look for them. I kind of like the Cobra knee pads. I'm loving the shoulder pad on the left for one, and then on the right for the other. Again, with these guys being twins, it's a smart move now. One of the things that Hasbro did talk about that I wanted to mention to you guys is what's going on is due to COVID, there has been a lot of supply chain issues. And I think what's happening is that it's finally starting to hit them. And what they're doing is that they're not going to be able to give us like full release dates and like pre-order windows because things are just so messed up with the supply chain issue that they're having some issues. So what they're going to do going forward is they're going to have smaller announcements, especially with this being the 40th anniversary, where they give us renders like these, and then they're going to have a later date where they actually give us the box art, where they give us the cool like diorama shots, things of that nature, like they used to be doing. But they don't want to just sit on this information forever. So they want to at least get out the information on what's going to be released. And because of the fact that there's so many leakers out there and so many leaks, it's actually better for them to get ahead of it so that there is some exciting things to go for. And I actually do like it. Like I said, it initially bothered me for a quick second, but once I actually thought about it, it actually made sense. Now, this is one person that I did not know about, Stalker. And I definitely am excited about this figure as well. And again, I'm loving the head sculpt. I'm loving his little bandana. Hopefully that'll be able to be removed. And again, once we actually get a full product shot of his weapons and things of that nature, this will be a nice another little addition to the classified line. Now, also what we they talked about, and I think these are the retro card backs, and that they didn't exactly mention because obviously these are just renders. So here we have the new Baroness, and from what I'm told is that her face sculpt is brand new, and that her color scheme is different. And as I look at my other Baroness on my shelf, looks like the Cobra logo on here is going to stay jet black. Now I'm hoping that they still painted red, because to me, anytime I see a Cobra logo, I want to see that like blood red. And again, like they said, they gave her a new face sculpt, so I do think that they did enough to justify getting that on the card back. So no complaints there. Now here we have Lady J, and to me, I think this was probably a miss, because to me, as I'm staring at my Lady J in the cabinet, I don't see enough of a change to justify this. Now I know that they said something about they gave her like an 80s inspired makeup on here. I'd have to see the full figure in hand, or like, you know, once the final product is shown, to kind of turn me around on this one, because other than that, I would probably skip this one, honestly. So now I wanted to quickly, they jumped over to the relaunch of the O-rings. Now, one thing that I did notice when the live stream was going on, there were a lot of people in the chat that was hating on 3¼ inch to 4 inch, saying that no one cares about that. Let me let you guys know. There are a lot of people out there. There were about 5,000 people in that live stream at its peak. And I can guarantee there was a lot of people that were excited about O-ring. Now, again, you guys know from the controversial videos that I've made that I've never really been a huge O-ring person. And my stance on that has not changed. Now, granted, over the past couple of months, I have gathered a lot of O-ring figures. And again, if you guys have not had an opportunity to check out my room tour from 2022, I'll leave a link to that in the description below. I was able to pick up the USS Flag. So if you guys want to check out that, Show Enough has finally dove into true vintage G.I. Joe, so check that out. But with that, they are now talking about, they announced 2 more 2-packs. First, we have the Cobra Officer and the Cobra Trooper. And again, in the same vein, again, I don't necessarily have an issue with the vintage G.I. Joes. I just feel like they don't give me that pizzazz that I got from either Classified or from the retro line. Again, I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying that it just lacks that that pop. And again, I guess for the vintage people, they love it. I am definitely going to get a set or 2 or 3. We'll see. But again, it just didn't give me that pop. Now, this on the other hand, I do like the Duke. And again, from my understanding, they said something about the patches on the side of his shoulders are different than the classic version. So again, I'm not too knowledgeable of that. But then we also have Coco on here with his face mask. I wonder if they're ever going to give him his like old, like, you know, quote unquote clan helmet, but I mean clan cloak. But I know that, you know, just, you know, the politically correct world we're living in now, that kind of Cobra Commander will probably never see the light of day ever again. All right, so jumping back to Classified, it looks like we're also on a retro card back. We're going to end up getting a retro inspired Destro, and this one is including his eyebrows. And you can also see here on his belt, we have the Mars symbol versus the Cobra symbol. So that's going to be cool. And then we also get a retro inspired Gun Ho. And again, I actually do like this one over the more modern one we have. So this is actually a reason that I would probably end up picking up a Gun Ho, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. And last but not least, we are, and this one actually kind of came out of left field. This is going to be a big one. They're giving us a Classified size Troop Builder 3-pack. And to me, I'm like, out of everything that they announced, this is by far the biggest news. And I definitely think this is the one that people are going to be going for the most. I think, you know, with how hard it was to get their hands on Vipers, for them to be able to release a Viper Officer and 2, you know, Cobra Vipers, that is a beautiful thing. Now, I'm pretty sure that once we get the final versions, they're going to have a host of weapons and accessories and things of that nature. I'm really, really digging this one. So from out of everything that was announced, I think the thing that surprised me the most was this 3-pack because, again, I didn't see it coming. And I definitely think this is one of the reasons why I actively try to avoid most spoilers. Because when I watch these events and I come to you guys to, give you guys this news, I want to come from a genuine place of, wow, that really shocked me, versus some people that feel like they got to be like, oh, yeah, I already knew about that. Like, I genuinely didn't know about this, and it surprised the hell out of me. So, what do you guys think? Like, are you excited about this? Did you get spoiled as much as everybody else? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, stay tuned because I will be uploading some more videos and talking about G.I. Joe more and more. This is Shonuff the King, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.